Hello everybody and welcome back to the SNA Studios Video Lounge. And today we are going to be looking at how to make a spinning blade for a game. We'll be doing it with pixel art, and the coding will be done inside of Game Maker Studio 2. Another perk of working inside of Game Maker Studio 2 is it has its own pixel art studio, so there's no need to work in another system and import anything into the game engine. So without further ado, let's hop on in there and get to work. First, I'm going to use a color that's in high contrast to the background, so I can see exactly what I'm making. Whenever you do pixel art, you have to be extremely precise. One pixel in the wrong place can make everything look really weird pretty quickly. So once I'm done drawing all my spikes around just this 1/4 of it, I'll fill in the areas, use this tool to copy just 1/4 of it, and then paste it all the way around in a circle, so we have a uniform looking blade. Then I'll go in and paint it the color we actually want it to be, which I'm thinking is a light gray. Next, we're going to add a little bit more dimension to our blade here with a couple different colors of gray, add some bolts, and now let's put a couple of holes inside of it here too. I did the same thing with the blades I made for my game, and I think it adds a nice bit of dimension when it's spinning around in circles. So after we've done that all the way around the blade and added a few more little details here and there, I'll go in and grab a section of this rusty metal plate that I have and use it to add some texture and flavor to the look of our blade. So just paste it on here. Then once I move the blade layer on top of it, I can cut out everything around it. Now I'll put the metal texture back on top, pull the opacity down, and voila, it's looking pretty cool. I feel the texture adds another bit of dimension to the blade itself, and it should look pretty cool in the game when it's spinning around. Now over here in the coding section, we have our new blade pulled up right here. We'll go in and add the sprite to our object, and the code is actually quite simple. First, you create a variable for the image speed and set it to 0. Then in the step event, your image angle plus equals whatever speed you want it to be. The higher the number, the faster the rotation, and vice versa. I have it set to 35 because I think that makes the rotations visually appealing. So now that we have the blade's rotation set up, let's go into the game here, and we're just going to put it in this little section right here. Some of you may recognize this as the opening scene in the Trials of Beadie. So we'll just drag the blade on in here. We'll drag the blade body on top of it, and voila, there it is. What's this question mark over here? Looks like we have a missing sprite. Oh boy, well, couldn't have been that important. Okay, now that we have this, let's go into the game and see it in action and see how it looks. All right, we're gonna take Beadie up here. Oh, and there it is. I think it looks pretty cool. Now there's no collision set up for it, and nothing will happen if I jump into the blade like it does later in the game. That requires another set of code. So while Beadie just hides behind this set of blades, let me show you what it looks like when you run into the blades I have in game. It looks pretty menacing, and there you have it. That's the process I used to make the blades in my game, and I used that same process for a lot of the other sprites. I wanted to look like it was released on Super Nintendo and not early 8-bit Nintendo. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.